16 years old, and my question to you is that the ongoing conflicts have caused a lot of problem on youth, especially in the Middle East and United States. What is your view?
I mean, it's one of the saddest things we can witness, isn't it? When you see images of young people who are victims of violent extremism, that are victims of political extremism, that are victims of child trafficking, that are victims of many serious challenges that we face. It's heartbreaking, and I know that it is something that many governments in the world are working to fix. So, I mean, I share I can see the seriousness on your face and how important it is to you, and I share that.
What were the issues that you worked on related to countering violent Islamic extremism?
Thank you for that, and it means that you read my bio, so you know what I've been doing. You know, we have to say a couple of things to begin. One is the President has been very clear that there is a distinction between the religion of Islam and Muslims, and those that would use the name of Islam for their political purposes. That's very important, okay? When I have, in the last few years, been working with many communities around the world, one of the biggest concerns of these communities is foreign ideology that's coming into their traditional cultures, that is teaching young people to think differently about who they are. And that is a great concern for our planet. Rather than looking at the strength of young people and what they can be doing to add value to the planet, there are Al-Qaeda and its affiliates and other groups out there are using this moment in time to break down humanity and to use violent extremism as a means to an end. What I would hope is that as we understand how young people, in particular, get radicalized, we understand the importance of giving a voice to those who have a different narrative. If you believe that there is an us and a them, you will always not be able to think clearly. You will be looking at ways to destroy compatibility. You will be looking at ways to believe that Islam and the West are not compatible, when in fact there are millions and millions of Muslims that live in the West peacefully and are proud Muslims and can practice their faith freely. You also see a breakdown within communities around the world of those people who are unsure of how to push back against that ideology. For me, as I think about this issue, I know that the strongest voices, the most credible voices, are the organic voices that are true to the communities in which they live, that can actually push back against that ideology and say, we do not believe in this, and this is not part of our religion, and this is not going to happen in our local community and thus our larger community. It is a great concern for the planet. The President has talked about this being a very serious issue globally, that it's not about one religion, and it is not. It is about a group of people who would use religion and other things to facilitate their evil means. So, their evil ends, rather. So, I'm thanking you for asking the question. I will answer something that you didn't ask me. When I think about the potential of young people around the world who do not have any desire to be anywhere near violent ideology, it is the strength of their conviction, the strength of their narratives, and the strength of the things that they're doing that can destroy that foreign ideology from coming into their communities. And so I look to these leaders and these young people who represent their communities well to actually make a difference in terms of what's taking place and what they understand are pivot points from some of these communities.
You have achieved a lot at quite a young age, so what message do you have for youth like us who aspire to be like you?
Well, you're very kind to say that. Not so young, first of all. Look, I don't need to tell you how important it is to study. I do not need to say that to you. All of you have achieved a lot already. I would say a couple of things. One is be strong and believe in your convictions. Believe in the dreams that you have. That is the ultimate thing I can say to you. You will achieve those goals and that dream if you believe in yourself. That's the first thing. The second thing is you have a support network here of amazing young people who will be at your side as you dream even bigger dreams. So use your friends and ask them for help when you feel like you can't do it. Go to them for strength of conviction and purpose. And finally, do not keep Nepal isolated from the global conversation. You have an opportunity to use technology to tell your stories. Go online. Go on Facebook. Tell people what you're doing. Not just about this group, but about what you individually are passionate about. This gentleman who's interested in science and technology. Somebody else here who might be excited about the environment. Somebody else who might be excited about the ability for a young girl to achieve, incredible stuff in terms of climbing Mount Everest, or whatever the thing is that you're passionate about. Make sure that you are lifting up that narrative and that you're putting it out there. To the gentleman who was just asking about issues that are more challenging, the only way we will be able to eradicate violent extremism and the belief that people are of a particular color and shape and size and ideology is to flood the marketplace with the counter narrative that says, in fact, there are billions of young people on the planet that are doing incredible things, many of whom, by the way, are Muslim. It's okay. But that you are working together. Here's a country that has, as I started, has at least 3 wonderful faiths that are living here, that you're friends side by side, that you're working together towards a common purpose. Tell that story about pluralism. Tell that story about respect. Don't let others define your generation. You define it for us.
This brings us to the end of today's program. We love hearing from you. Contact us at mnpgtv@gmail.com, GPO 8975 EPC 5478. Thank you. See you next week.